to do great things with their business and just help them become better leaders for their teams, which will only increase the leadership in our team. And then we want to increase our recruiting numbers just by shifting more of our focus and our conversations more towards recruiting and building, because we obviously need to start bringing some wonderful people into business to be able to license them. So we really appreciate the time, Greg, for letting us speak. And we're really excited for the future, and hope you guys all have an awesome week. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
Awesome message, Daryl and Chelsea. A huge congratulations. I'm so excited for you. Everybody on here is so excited for you. And a couple points that I want to make. So whether it's for Daryl and Chelsea or for anybody, just keep this in mind, that when you hit a promotion or a milestone, more than anything, it's just a sign that you are headed in the right direction, right? I know their goal is not just to get to SMD. I know that Illinam's goal is not to get to SMD. I could just, I could pick all sorts of random people that I see on the call right now. So when you get there, it's a sign that you're headed towards your real, what your real goals are. I'm going to make about their success is that a big part of their success, or part of their success, is that they've been willing to travel whenever they needed to get to events and get around their leadership. And I realized that not everybody's, maybe in a position where they're like, what are they, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour drive away? Again, my Saskatchewan geography is not that good. But they're in Edmonton all the time. They're at the Banff events. They're at whatever events there are. They're always there. And when you're in a remote area, it's so important that you find a way to get around other WFG leaders and feed off of that energy and get around each other. And let's see, a couple of other points that they kind of talked about, that reminder that we're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. When he's talking about trying another business and just not really having any support, mentoring, all of that sort of thing. So that's just one of the beautiful things about WFG. We're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. A reminder about being clear on why we're doing this. And then Chelsea mentioned something along the lines of, the work we do now buys us time later and buys us freedom later. It's kind of like when you invest into a great fund or a great portfolio in your tax-free savings account. You put away $300 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, whatever it is. Well, 3 months later, 6 months later, a year or two later, you're not ready to retire, but you start doing it and you keep doing it. And then that's what eventually buys you freedom, is having all of that savings. Our business is the same way, that we need to do that. We need to invest the time up front so that we actually have a business later that buys us our lives back. And last thing I want to mention, sorry, there's just so much, but Daryl mentioned how they were clients for 4 years. And so I just wanted to kind of remind everybody, maybe jot down somewhere in your daytime or somewhere, just so that you don't forget, but maybe jot down, which of my clients would be awesome at this business? Which clients do I have that would be awesome at this business? Because if you have 50, or many of you have 50 clients or 100 clients or 10 clients or 20 clients, I would bet to you that 10, 20, 30% of your clients would be legitimately awesome at this business. And have you brought it up with them again, right? Daryl and Chelsea were clients for 4 years before they came into business with me. Your clients can and will make some of your best recruits. They like you, they trust you, they like what we do. There's a whole bunch of barriers there that are already taken care of. And okay, this is the actual last thing. I just want to say that I love the partnership that the two of you have. It's incredible to see. So thank you and well done. All righty, next up, we are headed to, well, let's see if I can tell from their Zoom picture whether they're in Alberta or whether they are in Edmonton. I can't quite tell. Where in the world are Jen and Ben LeClaire? It doesn't matter. They're together. And I must say, and most of you know this, that I must say it warms my heart to see them together, because in previous years they might not call it a sacrifice, that might not be the best word to use, but they were not together all of the time, in the sense that Ben was in Montreal running their team, Jen was in Edmonton running their team in Alberta, and now that they're making a lot more money and their teammates are getting a lot more independent and that we can do so much of our business over Zoom. They're able to actually physically be together in the same city, in the same place a lot more often. And that warms my heart because I know the hard work they put in to get things to this point. So I think you all know this already, but Ben used to be a paramedic. Then he was a very successful mortgage broker, making a lot of money. Jen was a nurse at the Stollery Children's Hospital. And they've been a $1 Million Point Base Shop for a long time, $500,000 a year earners. We're talking about a pretty big success story here. And last week, we found out that they were one of the top 50 in WFG, qualifying them to attend Tiger School. So this is a very, very big deal. I wanted to invite them on the call to just kind of share with you what they did to qualify for Tiger School, because these points will help absolutely everyone. And one last kind of quick shout out to Jen. I get to see Jen almost daily when she's in the Edmonton office. Jen, you are such an important in our office, leading by example there every day, working hard, but also just bringing the best attitude and the best energy to the office. And every day I'm super grateful for that. So please help me welcome to the call, Ben and Jennifer Leclerc.
Awesome. Thank you very much for the introduction, Greg. And it's awesome to be in the office, especially when your door is only 2 doors down from mine. And we get to share the same coffee machine. You guys, what a privilege it is to be on the call. And I just want to say, Daryl and Chelsea, you guys, you did such an amazing job. Your talk was incredible. It highlights the quality of people that you are and the partnership that you have in business together. And I hope all of you guys took all the notes that you possibly could off of that. And hitting SMD is a big accomplishment. And like qualifying for Tiger School, it's not something that you can do on your own. Qualifying for Tiger School is a team accomplishment. So huge shout out to everybody that's on our team, whether it's a brand new agent that got their first recruit, like that counted. You know, somebody that just became a net license, that helped count. Teammates that have produced and helped, you know, families save $50 a month in a tax-free savings account or transfer to $500,000, and all the insurance policies as well. Every single thing counted from every single player on the team, just like in a real business, a real sport, a real opportunity to be able to sort of like hold the cup up. Ben and I might get our names on it, but it's actually a team accomplishment. So thank you so much, and appreciate the opportunity to have qualified for it. But you know what I did this morning is I took my highlighter and I highlighted on my 101 bucket list, qualify for Tiger School. Because a few years ago I built that list, and hopefully you guys have as well. And I would just submit to you that if you've got some goals, you know, just know that you can accomplish them. And if you don't have goals, it's going to be really tough to be able to accomplish them. People don't accidentally hit marketing director and senior marketing director and $250,000 a year and things like Hawaii and Tiger School. It's because they had it as something in their sight to go after, and then they did the work on their own or team to be able to accomplish whatever that goal was that they wanted. So that was pretty cool. A couple of tips before I bring Ben on. I wanted to mention how important it is to just keep people first. You know, when you put other people's needs ahead of your own, you can't help but win in this business.
2 hot plates.
And so what do I mean by that? Whether it's a client or whether it's a teammate, when you're genuinely there to be able to help them, it has nothing to do with you. You're going to make more calls, you're going to see more results, and you're going to be able to help a lot of people. When it's about us, we have that scarcity mindset. I got to pay my bills, and I got to make money, and I better make this work, or then
0 microbials on his, whenever he tested the frying pan, it was perfect.
What are you cooking on a cast iron though, like a stove or?
I wanted bacon and eggs. Andrew wants to do the
but like,
bacon.
what's the element underneath the hot plate or the cast iron? You're saying?
Recording in progress.
That's helping people make sure they've got proper that's helping it in the morning or 11 o'clock at night. That just
why can't we
or a question answered. When you're putting other people's needs before yours, you can't help but to be able to achieve the goals that you have. Second thing, remove yourself from the outcome. I think that's pretty self-explanatory and based on what I just said. But if it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with about them, you'll of course be reaching out to more people. You'll be able to say, hey, I just wanted to see if there's an interest. I was thinking about you and your family. I care about you and your family. I just want to show you what it is that I'm doing. Versus, I started this, I that. I think the tone comes across quite differently. Next point I wanted to talk about was pouring into your team. And so these accomplishments, hitting Tiger School is a big deal, and it took years to be able to do it. And the reason for that is, of course, because only the top 50 in the company can qualify for it. And so it is something to be able to strive for. But if you have things that you're able to accomplish along the way, does that help build your belief you can accomplish the bigger things? Absolutely. Well, who's going to put on those opportunities is the leadership that you're a part of. And I can't say how grateful I am without taking the rest of the call, but Greg has put on so many opportunities for us to be able to win that we've translated that into our team, to be able to add more opportunities for people to have, you know, sweaters and swag and contests and events and high fives and any kind of recognition that you can give your team helps them believe that they're on the success as well. And when people believe it, then they can also expect to be able to win at a higher level as well. So with that, I'm going to turn things over to my incredible husband. I wouldn't want to do this business or life without you. Please take it away, Ben LeClaire.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And hey, I took some good notes with what Jen mentioned, and I hope that you did as well, because it was super, super valuable on a lot of those key points. And I'll start similar to how Jen started. We might be the people that are recognized today with regards to qualifying to Tiger. Jen and I alone could qualify to Tiger School. So without our team, without the collaboration, without the teamwork, without the parallel visions and a helping each other mentality, I don't think that this would have been possible for us to be able to accomplish this. So
Can you reach them, Marla? You want me to get you There we go. Can you share with Mila? No fighting, or I'll take the bag, okay?